Welcome in, everyone, to South Plains College Texan Dome. We are pleased to be joined here in the Texan Club by South Plains College Texan and Lady Texan Rodeo Coach Kerry Doster joins us. You guys are right on the heels of getting going again. It's kind of a weird sport because you do a little bit in the fall, then you take a little while off and go back to it in the spring. But it's that time of year again, Coach.
Yeah, we're going to get rolling. We went to, we actually had a little event in San Antonio a couple weeks ago. We did that. We took one in each event down there. So kind of knocked the rust off a little bit down there. Went down there and had a pretty good showing down there. Now we're back at our conference rodeos. We'll start at the regional rodeos this weekend in Odessa. So
let's talk about where we sit coming into the spring. What kind of positions are we looking at coming in back into conference?
Well, I mean we've got some contenders in each event that got pretty good shots to go into nationals, which is always tough to get them there. But our team roping, you've got Cade Sherwood heading for Stephen Ramon. They're sitting pretty good in the top standings, and you also got guys in there like Jet Trineri, JD Domenico. They're all got pretty good shots to go. Just depends soon what we get done the rest of the half of the season for those guys in team roping. Bulldoggers, we got Chet Bourne doing really well. I think he's sitting second or third in the region. He's sitting second, and just keep him healthy. He's had some knee issues, but he's feeling pretty good. So we'll get him going, and hopefully he has a good spring. Calf roping, hadn't really had a whole lot of hits there yet, but I think we just haven't really drawn right into cattle in there. I look forward to seeing quite a bit out of Zach Kirkpatrick. He's been roping really good. Coy Surrette's been roping really well. So I'm looking for those two guys to start to hit pretty good in the calf roping. Our girls, they're doing pretty good straight across the board. We've got a pretty strong girls team. Rainey Robinson's sitting really good in the barrels. Jenna Dallon's coming off a win at the last college rodeo there at Texas Tech, so she's sitting in there pretty good to go. Breakaway roping, Avery Gonzalez, she hit a lot of the rodeos in the fall, and I think she's sitting in the top end of the deal. So we'll see what we get done there. It should be pretty good. Just try to keep everybody healthy and horses healthy, and see what we wind up after Stephenville rodeo there at the end of April.
It's kind of an interesting sport. We talk about this frequently. One, it's one of those things you got to go out and get yourself in a lot of them. It seems like, because if you go to one and you do well, but you get banged up, and you have to miss one, then the points numbers drop, and then you're trying to make up ground at the end of the day. But two, as you just mentioned, you went over to Tech. This isn't something you go find all the 2-year kids and go out and rodeo against. You've got 4-year schools, Division 1s, Division 2s. Everybody gets lumped into the same barrel for this stuff.
Oh yeah, and that's just how it is. I mean, you go against two power, like Tarleton, they're a powerhouse in the nation as far as 4-year schools, and they're in our region. And we go against about 6 4-year schools in our region. So, and a lot of them, what it is, all those kids, we've had them here, and they've been at other junior colleges, and they kind of learn how to win, and they go to a 4-year school, and we have to bring in other guys to try to do the whole rotation again. But it is what it is. Is it fair? Not really, but it is what it is. So.
It's what it is. You just cinch it on and just keep going.
We signed up for it, so that's what it is.
There you go. Now you talked about going to Odessa right out of the gates this weekend. What else is on the schedule for you here in the spring?
We start this one off here at Odessa, and then we don't actually have another one until the 23rd of March. So we get a little bit of break, which this is the first year that we've had spring break where we didn't have a rodeo. So maybe some of these kids can go home or whatever. And anyways, get a break. But so we won't go anywhere till we go to Brownwood for the Ranger Rodeo in March, and then we hit 3 in a row, and then we'll have Easter off, and then we finish up at Stephenville. So
there you go. So some gaps, oddly enough, in there. Those aren't very common, I don't think, in the spring for the most part.
No, they're usually not. They've been pretty good as far as hitting 5 and 5 in a row, and it's good and when everything's clicking, but you get a horse gets hurt or a kid tweaks a knee or something. It can really be detrimental to the season. But I kind of like having the breaks. There's pros and cons to both, but I kind of like having a break where it kind of keeps the kids engaged in the sport through the whole semester, and gives them time to keep up with their schoolwork also.
Now, give us, for the folks that don't follow the sport, let's talk about the national finals because there's a certain place you got to be in the regional in order to make that national finals rodeo. What kind of numbers do we need to get into those things?
Well, in each event, they'll take the top 3 in each event, and then they'll take the top 2 teams and the top 2 all-arounds. So, and then you're looking at we'll just put a number out there, the barrel racing. We've got 160 barrel racers in our region right now.
Wow.
And so you're going to take the top 3. So you're going against, I mean, this region's tough. It's the toughest in the nation. But, I mean, it always has been that way. But, yeah, it's pretty competitive just to get in there. So, and I think we've got a pretty good chance of, getting in there in all our events. But let's see how they wind up.
That's a great feeling when you're looking at the spring going, boy, we've got shots to get in a lot of different places. Because you mentioned, you start talking about the top 3 of 100+ competitors. You're talking about the 1% of the 1%.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people that don't. I mean, I've had people ask me, "Oh, yeah, y'all didn't take you back to nationals this year." Well, we took one. That's they're like
They don't realize how big a deal that is.
Oh yeah, it's a tough deal to get in there. But I feel Casey and I both feel pretty comfortable going in with the practices we've had this spring and just the caliber of kids we got in. I feel pretty confident that we should take a handful of them up there. Barring injury or something like that, we should be okay.
It's been a good spring for the rodeo and the rodeo guys. It hadn't been all that muddy and hadn't been all that cold. It's been good weather to work in.
Yeah, it's going to be 86 degrees out there today. It's going to be nice.
Yeah, and the wind's going to blow 86 miles an hour tomorrow. So.
Oh, I know. And we'll be on the road. So hope it'll be right behind us. Push all the way to Odessa.
There you go. Hopefully it's blowing in the right direction, right?
Yeah.
Coach, Sam's out of time. Any final thoughts for us before we let you get loaded up and get ready to head for Odessa?
No, we'll just everybody wish us luck. Hope everything goes good. Y'all come down to Odessa and see us.
There you go. That's Coach Kerry Doster from the South Plains College Rodeo team. I'm Michael Wiiest for SPCTexans.com. Thanks for hanging out.